Hello everyone and welcome back to the Sketchpad Pod. I'm Alicia and today I'm creating a little book of art of reproduced images of work that bring me comfort. I was inspired by Sarah Erskine's version on the art assignment, which I'll link down below. I loved the idea of having some of my most loved works all in one place so that I could refer back to them in difficult or confusing times such as this. In no particular order, I begin with number 7, Adulthood, 1907, by Hilma A Flint. Hilma A Flint is today celebrated for her gargantuan abstract paintings, recognisable through her bold colour palette and swirling forms and symbols. She started painting in 1906, long before the likes of her male counterparts, who were attributed as the pioneers of the abstract movement. Adulthood is part of a series titled The 10 Largest. The series represented different stages of life. She used organic shapes as symbols, and I find the pastel lilac and the flower-like yellow mandala meditative and timeless. It helps ground me in the present moment, whilst reminding me that all points in life are part of a journey. Next, I'm moving on to Insomnia's 1957 by Dorothea Tanning. This printed copy doesn't do the work nearly enough justice, but serves as a reminder for me of when I saw the work for the first time at the Tate Moderns retrospective. Dorothea Tanning is perhaps more well known for her work as a surrealist painter and later in her life, her ventures into soft sculpture. She explored many other paths, including poetry, and this more abstract work was made midway in her career. Insomnia creates a dreamscape where figures phase in and out of recognition. It is these half-bodies that float like cherubs that give the work a timeless ethereality and peace. Moving on to one of my all-time favourite works, it's Snow at Argentina, 1875 by Claude Monet. Monet is more commonly known for his large-scale water lily series, which includes approximately 250 works. This painting, which hides in a corner of the National Gallery in London, has a quiet, calm beauty that always makes me pause. It captures a snow-cast Argentina located to the northwest of Paris. It feels as though the town is asleep, blanketed in snow with the vague suggestion of figures in the distance, their footprints leaving traces in their wake. I think it is this stillness that we are called to now, even if all we want to do is act. Jumping forward into the contemporary art world, Messengers by Bridget Riley was recently installed at the National Gallery in London at the end of 2019. Bridget Riley rose to recognition as part of the op art movement from 1965 to 70, which was a form of geometric abstraction which toyed with our eye's perception. In this work, Riley has placed blue, green and brown circles upon the walls of the Annenberg Court staircase. When you look down upon the work from above, your eyes try to create patterns or shapes between the dots. Riley intended it to feel much like the experience of looking at clouds, so perhaps we should find a quiet spot in our gardens and cloud gaze for a while until we can visit such works in person. On the next page, we're looking at the Noron Castle Sunrise by William Turner in 1845. Located in the Tate Britain's Turner Gallery, this is my favourite of Turner's many hazy scenes. Turner was an English romantic painter, beloved for his sweeping landscapes of the British countryside and for his unbeatable sense of light. It is the strange, cool warmth of this morning scene that draws me in with its hazy ephemerality. Turner captures a fleeting moment, letting us appreciate it in all its glory. I have yet to attempt a sunrise walk as part of my daily exercise, but this painting does make it slightly more tempting. This next work is one that I would certainly define as art, but perhaps is unconventional for most. Pumpy, a small soft toy elephant, is now home to the V&A Museum of Childhood. Yet originally, he belonged to the Catley family at some point in the early 1900s. This toy is handmade with felt and stuffed with fine wood shavings and cork. He wears a sailor's uniform, thought to be made out of old garments. The family lived in Ealing, West London, and the children cherished their toys. He was featured in watercolours and writings by the children, and it is the mixture of the nostalgia, love and care that Pumpy symbolises that makes him all the more charming today. Moving back to painting, here we have Yellow Sweet Peas, 1925, by Georgia O'Keeffe. I learned about this work by painting a copy of it as part of my art A-level, and so its undulating lines and forms and its vibrant colour has been etched into my memory. Georgia O'Keeffe was an American artist, often recognised as the mother of American modernism. She was known as much for her paintings of skyscrapers as for her flower scenes, but it is the soft shapes and fluidity of her flowers that reflect both the wonder of nature and a more sensual feminine beauty. Next, we have another strong female artist whose textiles, weavings and teachings transformed American design. It's, of course, Annie Albers. This is a close-up of the work South of the Border, made in 1958, and I fell in love with it at the Tate Moderns retrospective in February 2019. Annie Albers had a fantastic eye for colour and texture, demonstrated in the warm hues of this desert-like landscape. Trees and plants are suggestions made out of black twists and lines, which create patterns and rhythms. Her work continues to inspire me, as it has with many others, and will continue to if she is given the time and recognition she deserves. And finally, I'm ending with a contemporary artist I'm currently obsessed with. Tintin's Sofa 2019 by Vivian Sutter was an installation shown at Camden Arts Centre in London. Sutter hangs large-scale abstract paintings in varying groups and levels to create an immersive experience where the viewer must walk around and in between her work. The 70-year-old Argentinian artist lives in Guatemala, where she paints outside, allowing the rainforest to affect the works, and her dog Tintin to sleep on them if he feels like it. Her work brings me an immense sense of peace. The vibrancy and texture transports us and celebrates the tropical wonders of her surroundings. And there we have it, a completed collection of comforting images to soothe the soul in a time of chaos. Don't forget to check out the art assignment as well as Honour's video response to this challenge on our own channel. Stay safe, thanks for watching, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye!